My mom and my sister both ran marathons, and so I started running because I couldn't let my sister beat me in something. My name is Peter Lindgren. I'm a runner in Salt Lake City. The reason that you run these races is for the training and being out in the mountains all summer. That's sort of like, that's the enjoyable part. You know, it's actually being outside and having a reason to actually be in the mountains and run. Both my son and daughter come out running with me on occasion, and that's actually a really nice thing. I think really it's a demonstration of kind of a value system. You know, it's like I value like being physically active and being fit, you know, they get to touch that. I think the other interesting thing with, you know, the kind of ultra distance running stuff, I think their idea of what, you know, is possible is different. You know, I like just kind of leaving the house and heading up the hill. It's really nice to be able to kind of hit a trail from our house. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about living in Salt Lake City, that we have this wonderful kind of like resource to be able to go and, you know, touch, you know, some kind of wild places. And, you know, being out on those trails, you know, having a connection to the dirt, kicking some rocks and stuff, that's, you know, there's something, there's a primitive kind of, you know, connection there. Some of the trails we run on, you see coyotes, we see, you know, you see lots of deer, I've seen tarantulas on the trail. You know, they're things that you don't see unless you're out. It's true. I mean, like, you always see people out running or walking.
You got a camera and everything. There you go.
Not bad. Want to hop in and come up and run? The one thing that you know, happens is that, you know, you're definitely left with lots of time for your mind to kind of wander to places. And I tend to come back to, you know, the people in my life that are, you know, that I care about. And I always sort of think, like, what kind of example would it be if I just dropped out? And I do think that, like, it does stretch your imagination to think, you know, like, how far can I go? And that's sort of a nice thing for them. They're not kind of bound by some idea that, like, oh, you know, you can't do something. You know, no, you can do it.
On the western side of the Silver Mountain Range, only one racer has passed over the hill.
Daryl played on the Kenyon College soccer team with me, and we really didn't know each other very well. He played for maybe the first year that I was there, but he saw my name on one of these lists and recognized my name, and, you know, we really hadn't talked to each other since college, and, you know, like, about 20 years out. He just sent me a quick note saying he was going to be there. So we actually hooked up at the start of the race, and kind of amazing, we were able to run, you know, a fair bit of the race together, which is not real typical in ultras, because in ultras you're going through some kind of ups and downs in terms of your own energy state. It's just hard to kind of match pace for a long time. We actually had a really nice time. It was nice to actually get to know him.
Peter and Daryl continue on to aid Station 10. The sun begins to dip behind the mountains, creating shadows over the rocky terrain. The runners have only a few moments of light before they will be running in total darkness. Small amounts of light will only be available from personal headlamps. The runners are not the only ones racing against the clock. As the sun quickly sets, a group of aid volunteers are stranded at Aid Station 2. Even a heavy-duty truck cannot muscle through the boggy sand. 20 miles away from the nearest road, if the volunteers don't free themselves, they may be stuck overnight. The sun dips behind the mountains and the temperatures drop. These aid workers are quickly running out of time.